Hello Virgo, my sexy Virgos, how are you? Welcome to your 2021 release and receive reading. Are we excited about 2021? Bye-bye 2020, oh poor 2020. None of us felt like that when 2020 first came around. Have you guys seen the video? It's so funny. It's called If 2020 Were a Boyfriend. Oh my god, I think that's what it's called. It's so funny because, you know, it starts off really good. It's like, oh yeah, hey, how's it going? And then he kind of moves in and he takes over. Look, you know, we can't go out today. Oh, I wanted to go. No, you're not going out. No. Oh, okay. All right. So they hang out. I won't do the whole thing, but it's so funny. At one point, it's like, you're not going out. If you're going out, you're putting on a mask, you're taking this. It becomes really controlling. Like, geez, buddy. Like, what happened to you? It's kind of funny. Anyways. So, Virgo, what we're going to do here, let's not, no. Sorry, you didn't see that. This is not your card anyway, so it doesn't matter if I switch it. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be, not that I'm going to hide any negative messages that come out, but I'm not going to force them in your face. So, Energy Oracle deck, I'm going to pull out a card to ask what the overall energy theme for 2021 could be for you. And then I'm going to pull out a card from the same deck for your release and your receive. And then I'm going to go to the Moonology deck. This is funny. I'm going to get to that in a minute. To ask what the most significant emotional moment for you could be in 2021. And this significant emotional moment really seems to tie into the theme. That's how it's been playing out. And then I'm going to build on that with another Oracle deck and Tarot deck. So Tarot deck is really bringing it in real. The last two that I've done, like, they've got some pretty good stuff coming to them. But then you get into the Tarot, it's like, well, it's not easy. It might look easy to the rest of the world once you start achieving it, but there's some work that goes into it. I did do an extended on these, but it's completely separate. Like, this is a fully enclosed reading, so you shouldn't feel like at the end, well, no. So I did it completely separate. It's a success spread, a 2021 success spread. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in checking that out, the link is at the top of the description for that extended. Let's get started. The sexy Virgos. The sexy Virgos. Wow. Oh, I wanted to say that too. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes because I just finished Leo's reading and it was the first one that I did where they didn't have to be patient. It was kind of like their energy was what everyone else has been waiting for. Everyone else has been told to be patient. Seems like that. I think it has been. Starting with Aquarius and going right through the zodiac until I got to Leo. And then that's where the patience ended. So I feel like it's all on Leo 2021 to get this ball rolling for the rest of us. So, and I'm just laughing because that's what was sitting at the bottom here when I showed you that deck. So overall energy theme, Virgo 2021, overall energy theme for Virgo 2021. Virgo. Boop, boop, boop. You can have two. Oh, wow. Oh my god. This is interesting. So I'm looking at these two cards and immediately the song that comes into my head is 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Simon. Wait, yeah. Garfunkel? No, it's not. You know who I mean. I can't get it. You know the song. Like, I don't know. It's so crazy. You're definitely getting a strategy to exit something. I really feel like that. And I feel, I mean, I can look at this in a deeper meaning, but it's not screaming me. The deeper meaning is not screaming at me. Like, Paul Simon, that's what it was. Sorry, Paul Simon, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. This literally like freeing yourself, a strategy to free yourself from something. A little bit maybe how people perceive you. Like that's kind of, you know, the obvious oracle tarot-y way to do it. But intuitively, boom, like 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. So it's not necessarily a lover or a partner, but it could be. But it does feel very much like a strategy to exit something. That's the theme of 2021 for you. That is so intriguing. Where did that go? No need to. I can't get that off. I was just singing it the other day too, because it was on the radio. I was like, yeah. Anyways, so the release. The release for Virgo. Oh, that would be funny if that came out. I see it in my mind's eye. Let's see if it happens. I'm seeing the garden and the gate, but the release for Virgo. Ooh, look at that. Your strategy is going to produce a victory for you. Like, you're releasing your strategy. Oh, this is interesting. What has Virgo been doing in all this hermit mode? The thinking woman victory. The thinking woman, I often like, because it's like thinking, thoughts, mind is air energy. But it's really pulling in like Virgo energy for me right now. Like, it's really like shining like you. You're allowing yourself to move towards victory by releasing yourself from something. But you're creating a strategy with the thinking woman. So the receive for Virgo. The receive for Virgo. I think you're also releasing how you see victory. Maybe I'm getting, like, at one point, victory for you was how you exited something. But now it's literally just exiting it. And maybe that's why, like, 50 ways to leave your lover. Like, all the confusion or so many different ways to do this. But then you realize, well, the real victory is just doing it. So the receive. Oh, the angel of strength. Look at you. Wow, it feels like there's something that you're facing, or you've really been trying to strategize some sort of freedom here. Something that makes you feel trapped and imprisoned. A strategy to get out of that. It could be work. Could be a lease. An agreement of some sort. It could be an energy cycle that you've been in forever that's making you feel trapped. Well, you know, wouldn't that really describe how a lot of people have probably felt in 2020? The angel of strength. So you're going to receive the strength to do this. Things will play out in your favor. If there's an important day for you. Okay, this is what I'm receiving. Like, if there's some sort of important day or something significant that you're approaching, and let's say you just can't sleep at night. It's just, because maybe you're thinking about this. You know it has something to do with your strategy. It's keeping you up until and then you kind of become anxious because you're worried, like, I'm not going to be on my game. I'm not going to be, you know, well rested. I'm not going to be as good as I could be to help me release what this is, to help me strategize through it. And then the day comes and you're exhausted and you're tired and it gets canceled. It's like, oh, wow, it totally gets canceled. So in some way, it kind of, like, this is how I'm reading, like, the angel of strength comes through for you as a receive. And this is how, like, it works. Like, you just wake up one morning and glory be, I am so strong. Thank you, angels. I'm going to conquer what I need to conquer today. Like, it doesn't usually work out that way. So this is how I'm kind of bringing it in. It's like, so that gets canceled. And in some way, it kind of relieves you. It takes the tension away. And you don't know if it's a meeting, if it's something that you're strategizing towards, or it's the right timing. And you thought it would be this, but then it got canceled. So it's kind of like, okay, well, now I just have to wait again. And then you get 3 really good nights of sleep. And you were on your game. You feel really good. You feel refreshed. You feel clear-minded. You feel kind of balanced emotionally and mentally. You get a text message. Can you meet in 2 hours? Or whatever that is. Like, whatever this is. It's like, oh, I didn't expect this. But you're totally not in the energy or the mind frame that you were when you thought you had this meeting or whatever, this, you know, this escaping something. And that's kind of how the angel of strength delivers it to you. So now you're, you know, it's not when you thought it was going to happen, but now here it is. But you feel on top of your game because you weren't in your head about it, thinking, oh, it's in 3 more days, it's in 2 more days, right? That's kind of how I see that getting delivered to you. It's the universe kind of working its way through. And if it doesn't get canceled, you will somehow, they won't be on their game. If it, like, whatever this is, you're really trying to free yourself from something. So now, what is the most significant emotional moment for you in 2021? What will be the most significant emotional moment for you in 2021? The most significant emotional moment for Virgo. Working through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. That's what I feel like. Yeah, this is totally. Go and listen to that song by Paul Simon, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And again, like, I'm not saying it doesn't, and anyone is cross-watching, it doesn't have to be your lover or your partner, but it's something that you feel trapped in. Something that makes you feel trapped, something that makes you feel like you can't move, something that makes you feel like you have to be someone different than who you are with this mask. So the fear's like with the unknown too, right? But working through your fears, that whole scenario that I described about, you know, not getting enough sleep leading up to something important, and then it gets canceled, and you're like, oh, well. And then you don't know when it's going to happen, so you kind of get some good sleep because you're like, well, I can't worry about it now. It could be in a month, it could be in 2 months. And, you know, to work through the fear, sometimes it's better to have less time between when we perceive or anticipate something happening, having less time from that point to when it actually does. The more time that we have in between those 2 points of perceiving or anticipating it and when it happens, the more anxious we get and the more fearful we can become. So by kind of describing that scenario to you, it feels like you will in some way have worked through your fears towards it, but then it doesn't happen. So you kind of release it, and then it presents itself in front of you, and you don't have a lot of time to get into your head. You only have much time to get ready and do it. And that dissipates it, because when you face it, it's not scary anymore. When you face it, it's not scary anymore. It's like the boogeyman. It's like, look under your bed, look in the closet before you go to bed, and it won't be scary. The bottom. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Wasn't this the card that I showed you before I started shuffling? The Leo. Confidence is your key to success. New moon Leo. You got this, baby. You got this. You go listen to Paul Simon, you'll be fine. This card is at the bottom. Interesting. Just in the mirror. Storm warning. What are you up to? What are you up to, sexy Virgo? There's something, right? Like, and I feel like the hostility is not necessarily like it's really hostile, but there's some sort of conflict where you're not feeling good about your position here. It's holding you back, and you want a strategy to get out of this and be free and feel happy. You're working your magic to create a tower moment even. Right, so now I'm going into the Elki, the Shihu Oracle deck, and we're going to ask why the release and why the receive. Why this release? Why this release? Release of the thought, release of the victory. No more thinking about it, just doing it. Ooh, she who remains, powerful devotion and true worth. This is why the release. Well, it's so obvious because you know, like I said, there's something that's holding you back. Something that's, I don't want to say it's forcing you, but maybe it does force you so that you can exist in whatever this environment or element is, to be different than who you really are. Because you know your worth. It's to release your powerful true worth here. It's funny, it echoes a bit like Leo. Like to really release your true worth, your power and your devotion. Your devotion to what though? Your devotion to yourself, to your growth, to your journey. I feel like you will have a greater devotion to others as well when you are free to do this in the way that you would like to. This is why this needs to be released. The receive. The receive. I feel like victory comes to you, but in a very different way. Release your concept of it. Free yourself, right? Freeing yourself allows victory to come to you in the most holistic and beneficial way to you without you forcing any parameters around it based on what your life is right now. Because there's stuff that goes on in the universe, past lives, your deeper soul knows what your journey is. Allow yourself to be led to it. Now you're getting greedy. These are all face down. I'll take these two because they're face up. So why the receive, right? Why? Well, I think because you need some sort of strength to push through with whatever this is. She who radiates, knowing, ambition, and confidence. She who persists, perspective, defiant, and persistent. Wow, yeah. Because you need these. You need all of these traits to push through for what it is that you want here. That's why. You definitely, the angels have your back here. The angels don't want anyone being like in this state. That's not good. Even if you're in this state because it serves someone else's, I don't want to say their higher good. It would serve their purpose, their ego-based purpose. But that's not serving their higher good. It's not serving your higher good. So the angels don't like that. The universe doesn't like that. Because that's not how, that actually goes against one of the universal laws that we are all governed through, which is freedom of choice. So when someone, either us or someone else, denies freedom of choice to others, there's karmic retribution that comes back for that. And this is kind of like what that is. 2021 for you guys is freeing yourself. It really is freeing yourself of something here. And it's difficult. And the universe is starting to pay back what has needed to be paid back here. Why do you need this angel of strength? Because deep down you do radiate and you persist and it can't be held back anymore. You know, you have the ambition and you have the real confidence to do this. You need it to go wherever you're going. It's there in you, but it's all like, this is very suppressed. This is so dark and suppressive. It's like a dungeon. It's like being kept down and hidden. Being kept down and hidden. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm getting like, for some of you, you could be, in some relationship. It doesn't even have to be like a romantic relationship. You could be in some relationship with someone where they treat you like shit. They really treat you crappy. Like down in the dungeon. And if people knew what your life was really like, because when you walk out of the dungeon, you put on this mask. It looks good to the whole world. But, ooh. It can't be held down anymore. I mean, the universe is coming here to help you. But I do feel like you need to release how you see the victory. Because if you take the steps that you are called to take, if you do make choices based on your freedom, and these choices that you make towards your success, because you're building a strategy here to free yourself from something, but there is a lot of fear involved. one of the ways to help remove the fear is perhaps feeling like, what is the retribution towards me for doing this? What could happen to me for doing this? If you are doing it in a way that isn't spiteful towards whatever this energy could be, that isn't spiteful, it isn't revengeful, it is literally to free yourself. That's all it is. The universe, your angels, the guides, are going to give you the breadcrumb trail to do this so that it clears the karma. You don't want to be pulled into this karmic cycle. Whoever, whatever is creating this for you is heavy. It's heavy. Because I really feel like there's a serious correction that needs to be made in terms of freedom of choice here. So that's deep. Okay, what's at the bottom? Holy wow, you have She Who Frees, liberation, unrestrained freedom. I'm telling you guys, Virgo, 2021 is about releasing yourself from something that is holding you tightly and holding you back. And screw that shit, right? Like, no, 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 no. You know, maybe that's your song for 2021. It's a Paul Simon. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Make a new plan, Stan. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, leave. It was so free. Okay, there you go. There, it finally came in. I had to get it all in the right order. I love it. It's just such a song. Okay, tarot cards for you. Wowzer. Isn't this interesting? There isn't a single masculine card out here, except this one. Oh, and I know, like this deck, it is. It's feminine energy. Okay, so yeah, but the energy oracle deck, this is all feminine. 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 Interesting. Interesting. It does feel like, so whether, I mean, because this could be for a guy too. This is not just a woman could be in this situation. But this is definitely what is being held back here. What is being suppressed is, I feel like, all the love and nurture that you have to give to the world, somebody wants it just for them. That's what this feels like. Somebody wants to keep the feminine aspect of you held back and tied up for them. I like these kind of readings. This gets my Aries all going. Like, yes, the underdog. I'm there for you. Let's do it. Ooh, the Queen of Swords. See? Oh. Look at that. Oh, dear. What's going on? Seven of Pentacles. See, the Queen of Swords is about cutting stuff out. Ooh, the Three of Swords. The Emperor. Whew. And look at this Emperor. He's a little arrogant as isn't he? Okay, I'm going to keep going here. The Receive. The Ten of Cups. Oh, beautiful. The Six of Wands. Victory. See? Allow the universe to play its part in your victory here. Don't be, I know you got a strategy. Do your strategy, but also go with the flow, dude. The Ten of Pentacles. Oh, wow. You guys are blowing everyone out right now. Everyone, anyone who's left this, the High Priestess. Wow, this is like really empowered feminine energy. If anyone could take down the Emperor, it's the High Priestess. Just saying. Because the Emperor is held to of the governance of the 3 dimension, where the High Priestess is in connection with this shit, man. With this shit, baby. You got it. You got it. 2021 for you, Virgo, is about freedom. Strategizing freedom. Freeing yourself from the chains that bind you. Okay, so the release. The Queen of Swords. I feel like just releasing her and her sword. She's like the Jedi of the Zodiac. But there's a strategy. Look at that. The 7 of Pentacles, strategizing. There's a broken heart here, and I feel like it's being controlled. This broken heart is being controlled. Oh, it's so manipulative. Yeah, I really feel that. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries, but this is like heavy. This is not an Aries in their best energy, that's for sure. Well, this is like a false emperor. I'm really feeling that. Like this is false emperor energy that would encase a broken heart. Like you need to release your broken heart. You need to release yourself from the confines of the emperor. You need to cut it out. You're building a strategy to cut this crap out. Seven of Wands, King of Wands, the Well, the Page of Wands, and then it's in reversed. Hold your defenses, defend yourself until you're in your full strength, right? You can go and get what it is you really want, right? You defend yourself, you keep the defenses going until, like the King of Wands does not need to defend himself. The King of Wands goes after what he wants. The things that want him and he doesn't, they just can't keep up with him. He doesn't need to defend himself with that shit. And then you have the Well. This is alchemizing energy to start shifting and changing it so that you can create your dreams. And then, what was that? Oh, and then the Page of Wands. And then there's the call to action, to communication, to movement. Oh, I need a drink. Wow, Virgo. Your receive is bangbusters, man. It's awesome. The 10 of Cups. So if you're in any sort of connection, I'll tell you right now, this ain't no 10 of Cups. This is like horrible. This is the devil. That's what, I didn't show you, but after I showed you everything that was in the underlying, I know it was a death card. I thought it was the devil, but still, there, the ending. It's reversed, but it feels like that. This feels like the devil. This feels like some sort of codependent, heavy negative energy that's good for maybe one person, but it's only good for that person's ego. It's really not good for their real journey here in life. But this is the 10 of Cups. This is two people that are perfectly free to be loving and happy with one another. Nobody feels bound or trapped or manipulated. It's a really beautiful, happy energy. Oh look, there's a cute little bambino here. There's a cute little bambino. Like the love between these two creates love that goes beyond them. Where this is an energy of trying to hold on to what someone, well, at least thinks they love, but you don't do that to anybody that you love. I don't know. Then you have victory. So this love, look what this love produces. This love produces the victory that perhaps maybe you've released, maybe you've kind of given up, like, but I don't think you really do deep down inside. I think something comes back in you and you get your strength, like this whole angel of strength, what you're going to receive, you're really going to receive it. And it brings victory towards what, Cindy? Please tell us. Well, it brings victory towards turning that 10 of Cups into the 10 of Pentacles. So it makes the most beautiful foundation for the most successful 10 of Pentacles, in my opinion, as a tarot reader. Because if you can take the 10 of Cups into the 10 of Pentacles, that to me is the perfection. That to me is the cornucopia. It is the sun at the end of the dark, dreary tunnel. And it's uncollapsible most of the time because it's based on beauty, love. It has a foundation that's based on something more divine. It's not based on Yeah, we both like Audis, and we both want this kind of house and that kind of, and we're gonna have, you know. And I was like, oh wow, look at them, they have the perfect life, but they don't talk to each other, they sleep in separate rooms. It's like, but that's not this. This is really, really beautiful. And then look at this empowerment. The unknown will never frighten you again. I'm hearing like the unknown will not frighten you again. I mean, you are going to harness the High Priestess energy. You are going to be in full power. Whether you're male or female coming to this reading, your divine feminine is being suppressed, I feel like, on some level here by something. Something that is coming out to me as kind of malevolent. There we go. Yeah. And your divine feminine for the receive in 2021 is really, this is one of the most powerful. It's right up there with the Empress. It's actually, I want to say maybe even a little more powerful than the Empress. Because it's that connection with the unknown. It's a connection with source, with the universe, with guidance. That really, I mean, the Empress has the power to whisper in the Emperor's ear. But the High Priestess has the power to take the Emperor down. That's really a real kick-ass reading you got here, Virgo. Wow. Maybe you don't feel like that right now, but I hope this reading can inspire you. If it resonates with your situation, that you can do this. You can definitely do this, whatever this is for you. I don't feel like I really need to even pull any clarifiers. I think the most important message for you in this is that when you need the strength to go forward, to free yourself, it may present, it's like that whole scenario, right, with the lack of sleep, and it may present itself different. Like, release how you see victory coming. It's coming. It's coming for you. The universe hears you. You haven't been forgotten. And it's definitely. But when you think you're supposed to go right and the universe is screaming at you, yo, go left, go left, go left, right? Like if you feel like it seems like an opportunity has presented itself to go left and it seems pretty good for you, take it. Like that's kind of the guidance here. Because there's 50 ways to do this. So be open to the little twists and turns. Okay. Wow, Virgo. I want to wish each one of you, regardless of what 2021 may bring, I do wish to you a very happy, prosperous, fulfilling, free, joyful, loving, abundant, healthy, did I get everything? 2021. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.